So if they ask you now, you're a good person. No, like if you really, really check yourself and somebody asks you like, oh my god, are you a good person? You would say yes. I get that we all have a moral compass. Well, by the amount of murder documentaries and crime documentaries that I've watched, not everybody has a moral compass. And that's fine. You do you, just away from me. But does that make you a good person? Anyways, guys, it's Almazel and I'm back with another video. Before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And turn on post notifications so you can know when I'm posting. And also don't forget to follow my social medias at Almazel on all socials. And also tell everyone that you know. Okay, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to tell everybody that they know that this is where they need to be. Okay, we're speaking truth over here. And yeah, let's get into the video. So I was sitting down and thinking, well, not exactly sitting down. I was just thinking and I was in a headspace. And I was thinking and I was like, are we good people? Like, are you a good person? Like, if you were asked the question, do you think you're a good person? Like, I'm sure most of us would be yes, I'm a good person. Like, what do you mean? Of course, I'm a good person. I don't do bad things. I've never done a bad thing. I've never hurt someone. I've never made someone cry. Like, I'm a good person. Like, are you? First of all, in order to fully comprehend this, we have to first understand who is a good person and who is a person. Please go and check your dictionaries because I really don't know. Anyways, but by mere definition of human logic, a good person is someone that doesn't hurt people, is always upright, is always willing to help, you know, everybody or anybody that comes their way. That is by moral standard what a good person is. And then a bad person, when it comes to bad, there's like a lot of generalization about who is a bad person. In Africa, that person that smokes is a bad person. That one that steals is a bad person. That one that told a lie, that's a bad person. That one that disrespected their parents, that's a bad person. So, I mean, generally, a bad person is someone who society does not agree with the way they live their lives. That's what makes them a bad person. Now, am I a good person? If you had genuinely asked me this question like a couple of years ago, I would have said yes. I would have said, I love the Lord. I respect my parents. I help my siblings. I help people whenever they need it. I'm a good person. But honestly, looking at it now, I'm not a good person. And not just because society says I'm not a good person, not because I'm pansexual or anything like that, or part of the LGBT, which is like a serious crime offense in Nigeria, but that's their problem. That's not one of the reasons why I would say, okay, I'm a bad person. I will tell you generally that I'm a bad person because I know if push comes to shove, I will do whatever it takes to save myself. Whatever it takes. Hmm? Now, I know there's somebody that's watching this video that's like, no, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't compromise my morals to do something like that. Like, that's heinous. That's absurd. That's terrifying. That's not me. Mm. Are you sure about that? Oh, so now because you think you're a Christian or you're religious, you think, oh yeah, I'm a good person because I love the Lord. No, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not a good person. You are only acting. In fact, we are only acting based on the moral obligations that we have in our society. Hmm? didn't let it go because, oh, I'm a good person. I didn't let that thing go because I'm better than them. I didn't let it go because I was mature. Like, first of all, F maturity, I will be childish till the end. I will be childish. I know myself, I'm a very petty person. So, maturity, if I don't indulge you, is because I know I'm better than you and I don't want to waste my time talking to you. Yes, I'm proud. I don't know, in a good way, in a bad way, I really don't care. But I will always stand up for myself. If that makes me a bad person, so be it. I mean, being bad never looked this good, honey. Anyways, but we should all realize, right? If we had the opportunity where we had the only choice we had was to save ourselves, wouldn't you take it? Like, wouldn't you legit do anything to save yourself? I mean, we all see it. We all see it in the movies where it's like, oh, there's that one bad egg, especially in like movies that have to do with law enforcement, and we have people taking bribes and everything, and other people are judging them like, oh my god, they operate, they take bribes, they're this, they're that, they're corrupt. But we fail to realize that that could easily be any one of us. Like we could also get to that place, and after condemning everything and realize that, oh, I'm also taking bribes. I'm also corrupt. I'm also covering up like crimes. I'm framing innocent people, and then you realize, oh shit, I'm not as good as I thought I was. Like me, for example, when I tell you, when I tell you, hmm, I used to be so judgmental. Eh? Like, who's the most judgmental person you know? They have nothing on me. Like they know if you do pass me. I was judgmental about everything. From the hair on your head to the nails on your feet. I was that judgmental. And that was when I used to be a Christian. Okay. Right now I'm a very spiritual person, but I'm not religious. So take it or leave it. I'm sure you're asking me, you're in Bowen. Bowen's a Christian school. How come? It happened way before Bowen, so don't even worry about it. Maybe story time for another day. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm more spiritual than that. And then life happened, and suddenly I'm like realizing that, oh crap, I'm not a saint. Like yo, I'm not a saint, guys. I'm actually I'm actually a bad person, and I'm not as innocent as I thought I was. And it comes as a shocker because you're like, no, but I used to be a good person, and then you're getting that rude awakening, like, damn. So I've been judging people for nothing. You mean all these years I've been judging people for nothing? Because now I'm exactly like those people that I used to judge. But I tell you, karma is bitch. When I tell you, I used to be judgmental of like gay people, LGBT. I'd be like, oh my god, they're all gonna go to hell. They're mm. Well, I see my life now. See my life, and I couldn't be happier than I've ever been. Do you understand? Because I think back then, the entire Christian thing, there was so much pressure to be good that you even start misidentifying what good is. Do you understand? So that was me. I had so much pressure on me from like the churches, like, oh, you need to be a good person. But I didn't know what a good person was. I just thought we were supposed to condemn evil. But the moment I left Christianity, the moment I said, oh, you know what, I'm not a Christian, everything just became so much more clearer. Everything just became like, whew, I started seeing everything in like HD. like 1080 pixels. That's how everything was to me. I was like, oh, life is not that complex. So you're not a good person. You're not a bad person. You're someone who is acting based on their moral upbringing. Everything we do is based on morals. Now, if you have morals, you don't do what people consider bad, meaning you don't walk around and punch somebody in the face. Lots of us, if we were gonna be in like all those movies, those movies, the Hunger Games and The Purge and all those survival movies, you would forget that you're a good person. In fact, the word good will not even come to your mind when you know that, oh, I have to survive. Like, I need to survive. When you're desperate to survive, when your survival instincts kick in, you're not even going to want to be good. You're just going to be like, F being good. That's not what I need right now. I need to survive. I need to get out of this. Now, if we were in those situations, you would not even want to think that, oh, I'm a good person. You would do exactly what they did, which is fight for survival. I don't care what you say. You're watching this thing and you're like, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. So you would allow yourself to die a miserable death without even fighting. Hmm. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Which is why I say we're not good and we're not bad. So stop deluding yourself into thinking, oh, I'm such a good person. You can be a nice person. You could be a cheerful person. Okay? You could be nice, but you're not a good person. There are people out there who don't even know me that would be like, ah, she's definitely not a nice person. Just because of the way I look. And honey, I look good. Okay? Period ducks on caps lock, honey. But anyways, that's just what I'm trying to say. No one is good or bad. We all just act based on our morals. Okay? We're morally upright. Well, not all of us. Okay? But that doesn't make you a good person. And not being morally upright, like, that doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a human being that's like going through stages and going through life and experiencing different things. And we really need to stop being so judgmental, okay, about the way people live their lives, the way people choose to live their lives. Because honestly, I used to be there, and now, well, I am happier than I was back then. So I think maybe that time I was projecting in my defense. I was just projecting because I was like, how dare they live their lives so freely while I'm here stuck in the church and suffering? Sprinkle. Yeah, but that's like, that's just it. You're neither good nor bad. You just exist with a moral compass. Someone being a bad influence, that's different from being a bad person. Having a bad influence and being a bad person are two separate things. Okay, do not mix the two. Now, if you're not going to be friends with someone because you think they're going to be a bad influence, that's good. That's fine. There are no good people. There are no bad people. They're just people that are trying to get by. Okay, so on some days we're bad. It's fine. Okay, on some days life can be ugly to the point where you become a bad person. On some days life is good. It's beautiful. It's lovely. It's wow. And you're a good person on those days. But it doesn't make you neither good or bad. It's just waves of life. Yeah, and we have come to the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And turn on post notifications so you can know when I'm posting. Also follow me at Amazon on all socials. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned, and I love you guys. Bye.